Hi friends, welcome to Yuva Maths Theory Lectures. Problems we have already covered in this app. Kindly follow it. Here we will be focusing only on theory. So let's start. Visualizing solid shapes. By the way, this theory and well as these problems are useful for CBSE, ICSE, all the state boards, means everyone who deals in maths. So let's move on. Visualizing solid shapes. Now solid shapes means what? Three-dimensional shapes. So let's start with that. Now what is the dimension? Dimension is a measurable length along a direction. Means what? In one direction means you start from here and move on to this side, any side. But in one side you move on. So that's called a dimension. These are lengths, breadths, means somebody calls it width or height. Somebody calls it depth also. A point is dimensionless. There is no dimension to a point. Based on number of dimensions a figure has, there are one-dimensional, two-dimensional or three-dimensional figures. See, these are one-dimensional. Ray is one-dimensional. Triangle is two-dimensional. Similarly, square two-dimensional. And what are three-dimensional? All the objects which we see. See, these are three-dimensional. Everything which we see in our daily life is three-dimensional. So what is 1 and 2D? Means one dimension, two dimension. One dimensional figures do not enclose an area. This is very important. One dimensional figure, no area. And I have only one direction. This one, see this. Is there an area? No. Two dimension, there is an area inside it, right? So two dimensional figures enclose an area associated with them. They have length, breadth or width. They are usually plane figures like square, rectangle, circles, etc. Next is three dimensions, means solid shapes. Solid shapes have length, breadth or width and depth, okay, or height. They are called 3D or three-dimensional figures. Examples: cuboid, cylinder, spheres, etc. means these ones. All these are, we have solved various problems on these in this app. You can check that. Here we are only focusing on theory. So now how to visualize solid shapes. Solid shapes can be visualized in different ways. Solid shapes can be formed by placing some solid shapes side by side to form a new solid shape, like this one. See this, 1, 2, 3, all these are kept side by side and this becomes a new solid shape. Okay. Now what is a cylinder? The cylinder is formed by taking up circles vertically. Means what? See example. This is a cylinder. Now what is the cylinder actually? See here, if I make infinite circles, 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circle, like this, infinite circles put above each other, so it will be a cylinder. Similarly for this rectangle, rectangular prism, if I make infinite rectangular prisms, 1, 2, 3, 4, keep it along each side, this will make a prism, right? So cubes can be formed by placing cubes side by side, means one cube then other cube. Similar, this way you can form cube of 3 by 3 from this, right? Similarly for others also. Visualizing solid objects by viewing the smallest unit. A solid can be visualized by breaking it down to smallest unit. Means what? Say this. This is a bigger solid unit and we are breaking it to smallest unit, this. So there is an example over here. For example, a cube of dimensions 3 by 3 centimeters can be made up of 27 small cubes of dimensions 1 by 1. See this. Suppose this is 1 centimeter each side is 1 centimeter. Then what? 1, 1, 1, 3 by 3 and depth is 3. So total is what? 27. 3 into 3 into 3. This is called as volume. So what is 27 actually? So it is 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter. This is 1 cube. See this 1 cube is 1 by 1 by 1. So 27 cubes total of 1 by 1 by 1 is equal to the volume of the big cube. That's the meaning of this visualization. Okay. Viewing the sections of the solid by slicing or cutting. Okay, both mean one and the same thing, slicing and cutting. So if you cut a solid, we get to view the cross section. See this is cylinder. If I cut it, then I'll see the cross section. The part which I see over here, this is called as a cross section. So I can see the cross section. So from here I can definitely say it's a circle. Okay. Similarly for this triangular prism, for example, if you cut a loaf of bread, vertically, means bread means we call it pav in Hindi. If you cut it, it will be roughly a rectangle or a squarish side, right? This is called as a cross section. Similarly, for this rectangular prism, if you cut it vertically, you will see two rectangular objects in fact. And if you cut it if you cut it horizontally, over here, you will see two rectangles. If you cut it vertically, you will see two squares in the cross section, right? Next, viewing the sections of a solid using shadows means what? See this. Shadows can be used to view 3D objects as 2D objects, right? What is a shadow? When you are walking, you are a 3D object, right? Every human being is a 3-dimensional object. The shadow of yours falls on the earth, right? Whenever you are walking, is that shadow 2D object or 3D? It's a 2D because it doesn't have a depth, right? So similarly over here, the shadow of a cylinder, see this, what will it be? It will be a rectangle. If I focus the light from on the length side, and if I focus it on this cross section, it will be a circle. So if I know this cross section, both the shadows, then I can definitely say that it will be a cylinder, right? Looking at the shadows only, I can say whether the figure is a cylinder or a square, or this will be used to you in engineering. If you go, you will have all the sections and views, then different views of a same solid. See this is a solid. If I view it from plan, means from top, if I view it, what will I see? I will see this figure, right? If I view it from front, then suppose this is front, this side, then I will see this square 1 2 3, and this part will be shown as a 2-dimensional, right? If I view it in the side elevation we call it, so 1 2 3 over here, and 1 and 2 only, this middle one will be a gap, right? So those students who go for engineering, they will have separate problems in drawing chapter of theirs, drawing subject actually. Okay, now enough of it. Next is, what are faces, edges and vertices? The corners of a solid are called vertices. See this, corners, these are the corners, these are vertices, means the points, okay? Then the line segment joining two vertices is called edge, okay? Means what? These 2 points are there, and the segment joining these 2 points is called a edge. All these are edges, and the something which joins the edges is called as a face, right? The surfaces of solid shape is called as its face. Means what? Those who join the edges are called the faces, right? Simple, it's very simple. Vertex, then joining vertex is edge, then joining edge is face. Now this table shows the shapes, various shapes, and number of surfaces, number of planes, number of curved surfaces, number of edges and number of vertices. Okay, we also have one formula, f plus v is equals to e plus 2. We have solved the problems in this app. Also we have discussed this formula, Euler's formula we call it, that we have discussed it in various videos on theory also, on of various solid objects. So f plus v equals to e plus 2. Now next is net of solid objects. Net means what? What is net actually? See here, this you always get in the exams, this word. Net is a flattened or skeletal outline or blueprint of a solid which can be folded along the edges to create the solid. Means what? Let's see it simply. See here, generally we buy that Domino's pizza or any pizza. That pizza comes in the box. How do you open the box? You go on removing the hatches actually from each other, and then the box becomes like this, right? So it becomes flat surfaces, and again if you join that box, again it becomes a pizza box, right? So that is called as a net. Net means what? Basically, if you remove that box and into a flattened surface, that will be called as a net. Okay. Next is drawing solids on flat surfaces. Solid shapes can be represented on 2D flat surface like paper. See this. You can definitely draw a cube on this paper, right? You can also draw it. So how do you draw it? This is done by drawing oblique sketches. Oblique means this is called as an oblique sketch. There is also one more name to it, that's called as isometric view or isometric sketch. See, this is called as isometric sketch. Okay. Now the process is given over here. How to draw this? It's quite simple. Draw front and opposite faces. Then join the corresponding corners. These join them. Then redraw using the dotted lines. The dotted lines on the hidden side. So it's quite simple, that you know basically. Next is isometric sketches. Isometric sketches have measurements equal to that of the solid. So this is an isometric. If the side of the cube is 3, then the isometric will have 3 centimeter. They are usually drawn on isometric dotted paper. See this. Many a times you don't get dotted papers. You have to draw it yourself only, thinking logically. Drawing an isometric sketch of cuboid 4 by 3 by 3. So this is okay. These are the steps again. How to draw it? So draw a base of 4 first, then draw a height of 3. Now 4 by 3, and next will be 3 again. So take 3 on this side again. So it's given over here. See this. Take 3 on this side. Join them. Go on joining. Join the corresponding edges. Vertices. You will get the edges, and automatically this figure is formed. So that's it. Regarding the theory of visualizing solid shapes, you can download this Yuva Maths Olympiad app from Play Store. There you will get all the problems as well as these theory lectures, all the difficult as well as simple problems. These problems and theories are useful for CBSE, ICSE and all the state boards. Basically, everyone who deals in maths can go through this. Okay. So download this Yuva app from Play Store to get these videos, tests, question banks with explanations directly on your mobile. Get 500 plus questions with explanations and case studies on your PC. It's a separate paid version. Follow us on Facebook on this link. WhatsApp us on this number for any query related to purchases. So keep studying, keep watching. Thanks.